So about a year ago now, I made a video for what is arguably one of the most exciting new medieval mods in Total War, being developed by the Anno Domini team, who are very well known for super impressive mods across Thrones of Britannia, Attila, and Mountain Blade Bannderlord. Anno Domini 1051 AD is a full overhaul of the Age of Charlamagne campaign for Attila that I guarantee when it releases you need to try next. In the year since I last covered it, the development has come a long way, and the modders have kindly given me access to the campaign to give you a preview of what's to come, including the available factions, the unit visuals, the overhauled mechanics, and of course the new battle maps that just look so impressive. In this initial release of the campaign, Anno Domini 1051 is going to come with 8 very replayable and polished factions: the German Empire, the Kingdom of Leon, Kingdom of Hungary, Emirate of Seville, Kingdom of Norway, County of Apulia, Duchy of Normandy, and the Kingdom of England, each with their own unique set of circumstances, allies and enemies, unit rosters, faction leaders, as well as you can see here, generals, family trees, faction traits. It's just going to be a very interesting set of factions to start us off. Now, looking over at the campaign overview, you can see the replayability I'm talking about here, the variety of factions that you can come up against with and war against, ally, and it's just so interesting. Some really nice set of circumstances here. Over in Britain, you can play as the Duchy of Normandy, expand out a little bit in mainland Europe, just enough so that in 1066 you can invade Britain and form the Kingdom of England with William. Or on the other hand, you can play as the Kingdom of England here, a united Wessex, Mercia, and Northumbria, fend off the Normans and expand out into Britain and take over the entire British Isles, right? Or you could play as the Kingdom of Norway. You could expand out a little bit here into Jutland and Saxony here, or invade Britain over the North Sea and create that kind of Viking nation invasion experience. Over in Spain, you've got 2 of our playable factions as well. You could lead the Emirate of Seville in the kind of like invasion of Christendom with other Islamic nations here as allies to try and push these guys back and get further and further into Europe. Or on the other hand, of course, the Kingdom of Leon to stop this Islamic invasion and pretty much do a kind of early reconquista of Spain. You've also got some really interesting set of circumstances in Italy as well. You've got a variety, of course, of Italian states in the north. You've got a very large papal state stretching from Ravenna all the way down to Benevento. And if you decide to play as the County of Apulia, not only are you going to face these smaller Italian states in Capua and Taranto, a larger papal state, but also the Emirate of Sicily, which is invading Italy through the south and is very poised to attack you as well. And finally, you've got the German Empire, which could start off with some really interesting allies in Bavaria and Swabia and Lorraine. You've got enemies as well with the Saxons to the north, and you start off with a settlement in Milan in Italy as well. So some interesting potential expansion options in Italy. And the Kingdom of Hungary, which starts in a really easy position. Lots of settlements in the corner of the campaign map. You could invade Croatia, the Germans here. You could invade the Bohemians and the Duchy of Bavaria. So lots of interesting expansion options with the Hungarians as well. And of course, you've got overhauled mechanics that are balanced, which is really, really nice to see. You've got a family tree that has a really nice, unique set of portraits. It's very extensive and detailed as well. That's a really nice immersive touch to the faction that you're leading. You've got the tech tree, which is completely overhauled compared to base game Age of Charlamagne. Lots of really good techs that have been redone, new effects, new buildings, new units that you unlock. So some really good stuff from this side as well. And of course, it comes hand in hand with a new overhauled building tree system as well. So the portraits haven't been quite updated just yet. I'm sure that's going to happen in a future update, but all of the effects, all of the unit unlocks, all the opportunities for economy building in your new faction here is all well done, well designed, and really well balanced. So essentially, guys, everything here is ready to go. The campaign is done. I haven't experienced any crash or bug issues myself at the moment so far, and that gives me a really good indication in terms of the polish that this campaign is launching with, and I think you guys are going to really, really enjoy it. And I haven't even touched on the most impressive aspect of this mod, which is what the Anno Domini team are known for: the unit visuals, the unit rosters, and the new battle maps that they're adding into this mod. So let's have a look at those next. When I first saw the siege battle maps that they were working on through videos and screenshots, I was blown away. I thought there was some really great detail here, but now that I have a personal physical access to these maps, I'm even more impressed by what I see here. Whether it's the medieval walls, the arrow towers, the new building models for houses, for barracks, for farms, there is a lot here that's gone into the thought and design process of the battle maps themselves, as well as the buildings. The immersion factor here is really, really well done. And I mean, at the moment, I only see one problem, which is these arrow towers on the outside of the walls, because the siege equipment can't quite actually, they go right on top of them, so it doesn't quite work. But it's still really, really impressively done, and it's going to get more polished, and there's going to be more variety as well. These are the first siege battle maps for the French and Germanic settlements, but we're going to get maps just like this for all the Britannic, the Eastern European, the Scandinavian, the Italian, and the Spanish settlements as well. So some really, really exciting stuff here. This is just the first iteration of what the siege maps are going to look like. There's going to be a lot more, dozens more, hopefully, for all the other cultures and factions as well. I also found it really surprising that they're working on new land battle maps like this one, which is going to be, again, across all the Germanic and French lands as well, and just means you're kind of like, you're not getting into that same kind of repetitive land battle you just played. There's going to be a lot more variety, and it's going to add a lot more of a breath of fresh air to the types of land battles you play. And this all looks good too. I mean, the new vegetation, the new patches of forest, the farm buildings, everything here looks really, really good as well. And then, of course, finally, we have the custom-built unit rosters for every faction and their unit visuals, which is just incredibly impressive. This isn't just for the playable factions, this is for every faction in this mod. Everything is custom-built, uniquely made, from equipment to faces and the variety of horses. It's just so well done, and I rarely see mods that go into this much detail, that put this much passion and effort into the variety of units and the visual variety of the individuals in these units. But the Anno Domini team consistently delivers in their mods, not just on Age of Charlamagne, but on Attila, on Thrones of Britannia, on Bannderlord as well. They do such impressive work, and every time I check it out, I am simply blown away. From a balancing point of view, there's still some work to be done for morale. I often find that units break really, really quickly, which is not great right now. There's a lot of work to be done, I think, from a balancing perspective in this early version of the mod, but everything else is really, really cool. It's really well done. The visuals are really impressive, and I think when you get access to it and you try out the battles, you see the battle maps, you see the visuals for yourself, and hopefully by then the balancing has been redone and polished as well. I think you're going to really, really enjoy this mod. And that's it for today, guys. I wanted to cover a bit of a preview to 1051 AD that's releasing really, really soon, hopefully, with the campaign fully finished, polished, all the overhauls done and balanced, essentially, all the playable factions here and ready to go, and the battle maps are getting in there as well. The unit rosters are getting finished up as well. I think there's a really good chance that the mod is going to be releasing really soon. So when that happens, obviously, I'll be making a new video. We can dive even deeper into everything that this mod does on the campaign and for Age of Charlamagne. So yeah, that's going to be it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like and drop any thoughts or questions in the comments section below. I'd love to hear what you think about what you see in 1051 AD so far, whether you're going to try it. Let me know in the comments section below. Anno Domini also have a Discord server, so if you want to join the Discord, I've dropped a link in the video description below. You can go in there, check out the latest news around their mods, their other mods as well, and speak to the modders and like-minded players. Subscribe for more Total War content, gameplay, and news just like this, and thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.